All right, least to most expensive AC repair. So first one is just going to be a basic refill. So either the 1234, sorry, the R134A or the 1234 YF. 1234 YF is going to be just a bit more expensive, but a refill is usually going to be around $200 just to evacuate the system and see what's inside, and then refilling it with the appropriate amount of Freon. How much Freon you're missing, it's going to determine the price that you're going to pay. All right, next up is going to be just simple O-rings. So the O-rings that are along the either the condenser, the suction line, expansion valve, and so on. So this is also not too expensive. So it's going to start around 200 plus. So they're going to evacuate the system, check for the leak, and then change any necessary components. So one of the components that could leak is just simple O-rings around the AC system. Next up is going to be discharge line and suction line. So this is going to start at 300. So this includes like evacuating the system and refilling it. For 1234 YF systems, they're going to take a bit more time to evacuate and refill. If any of the suction line or discharge line is compromised or leaking in any way, then you're going to be expected to pay around 300, starting at 300 and going upwards. So it could cost from 400 or 500, just depending on the car make and model. Cars that have rear AC, if those lines are compromised as well, the lines going all the way back, then the bill could get expensive pretty quickly. These lines are not serviceable, so you'll have to change the whole line all the way to the back. Okay, next up, expansion valves. So same thing. They're not a pricey component, so I would say around $200, beginning at 200 plus for evacuating, refilling, and changing this component if it is faulty. Okay, next up we have the condenser. So it's in front of the car near the radiator. We're going to start to get a bit more expensive. So this one is going to start at 400 plus, depending on the car make and model. Obviously, if you're going to a garage to get that fixed, they're going to opt for a either a OEM or a really higher quality condenser, because you don't want to put aftermarket cheap stuff for your AC system. You're going to regret it later on, and then you're going to have to redo the job again. So all right, next up is going to be compressors. So compressor are going to be like any compressor work is going to be 500 plus. It could go up all the way to 900 depending on the car make and model and depending on the brand of the compressor. If you're at a garage, they will probably never recommend to put a remanufactured compressor. They're probably just going to go with a brand new one, and new good ones are probably like between $400 and $600. That's just the part. And then you tack on the labor, the evacuation, the refill, and you're almost pushing $800, $900 for a compressor job. So this one is a really expensive component to get fixed. And then finally, the evaporator core, you're looking at 1500 minimum. Could go all the way up to 2500. That's probably the worst component to have fail in your AC system, because this one is located inside the dashboard. So the dashboard has to come out, as well as the evacuation and the refill. If there's a leak in the evaporator core, then you'll be expected to pay this amount. And yeah, it's not fun.